Lyra and Smitty here. We just got to our apartment on the 13th floor and we've got a bit of a view and it's nice and sunny, nice and warm, maybe 19 or 20 degrees. Thursday, so Lyra's still cutting weight and I'm not cutting weight, but I haven't really eaten much today, so we're going to go for a walk and get some food. And we're just happy to be here. Alright, we're here at Static Monsters. I've just jumped outside for a sec to sip on some coffee and think about things a little bit. Pretty excited for the day and not too nervous, really. Not a lot to lose in this competition, considering I've gone up a weight class, and even Lyra, you know, we're not expecting for her to win this kind of competition or this kind of event. Doesn't mean we haven't trained to win, but we're just not expecting to win. We don't have our hopes up or anything like that. So goals and expectations for the day really is some log PBs or some new log records. An Australian log record. Lyra already holds the log record in Australia, so if she can increase that record, that would be great. And in saying that, someone else might get the record as well and beat her. So if she can get 72.5 on the log, then we'll be extremely happy. That'll be a new record. If she can get 75 kilos on the log, that will be a PB for her as well as an Australian record. So myself, I'll be hoping for 132.5 on the log will be a new Victorian record and an equal PB. And then I'll give myself a chance at going for 135 on my third attempt, which would be a PB for me. And then the deadlift, I don't know, 330. I think I could do about 330, maybe 335 on the deadlift. So those numbers maybe will give me a fourth or fifth. I don't know how many people I'm competing against or anything like that, so expectations are just to go out there and do my best, hopefully hit 6 out of 6 lifts, have fun doing it, and just be a part of something new in Australia and worldwide, so it's pretty cool.
You can do it. Easy.
Come on.
Come on, you got it. Come on.
Come on, Smitty.
You can do it.
Up.
Up. Yes.
Strong press.
Come on. Up. Up.
Come on.
Throw it back. Throw it back. Throw it back.
So much. You got time.
Come on. Nice and strong.
There we go.
Yes.
Big push.
Come on.
Come on.
Up. Up.
Hold it.
Come on.
You can do it. Easy. Yes.
Finish.
Come on. You can do this. Come on. Come on.
20 seconds left. Michael Smith.
You can do it. Yes. Come on.
Right.
Up. Yay.
Come on, Smitty.
Come on. Commit.
You got this. Come on.
Come on. Let's go.
Let's go,
Last
Smitty,
shot.
come on.
Let's go.
Come on, Smitty.
Come on.
Come on, Smitty.
Yes.
Let's go.
Come on. Throw it back. Yes. Yes. Come on. Let's go, Smitty. Up. Up, 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 up. Yay. Up. Up, 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 up. Yay. I always miss it with my video. I'm terrible.
He's walking like he had a good day on the platform today.
Alright, Lyra and I are at Dreamworld the day after Static Monsters. We just finished Giant Drop.
Oh my goodness.
We just finished Giant Drop and I've come to the conclusion that everything's easier when you're a child. That was just, I was actually scared and that was frightening. And I reckon I've been on that ride 10 times over the last 20 years and that was just horrible.
That was terrifying.
And it's 11 AM and I'm ready to go home.
Take me on the ride.
I'm gonna pat some koalas and then go home, I think. That's my day. Update on yesterday, I actually finished 3rd place in the under 90s. Hit a 130 log, which was a little below what I was hoping to hit. we'll go back this way, I guess. A little bit below what I wanted to hit, and I hit a 335. You lead the way,
I don't know where we're going.
because I'm not concentrating. And I hit a 335 kilo axle deadlift, which was a 20 kilo PB from Static Monsters last October. Just give me a sec while we crawl over this fence. I was a bit disappointed to not extend my Victorian log record to go for 132 and then 135 kilos, but I mucked up my opening lift of 125 kilos and missed that, and that's the first time that's ever happened in competition, and that really threw me out to miss my opening lift. Obviously I was very nervous. It was a really nerve-wracking comp. The log that we used in warm-ups was great. The one that we used on the competition floor was still good, but it spun a lot more than what I like, or what the warm-up one did, and I didn't quite know where to put my hands, so it took me a few shots to figure that out. Just let me look for trains. So my last lift of 130 kilos was actually my best lift, and if I'd had another chance I definitely would have hit 132 or 135, whatever I'd chosen to go for, but on the day I just had to just get some numbers on the board after missing my first lift. Alira warmed up accidentally to 70 kilos.
Oopsies.
Even though her opener was 67, which she hit. Then she fainted. Then she went up to 72 kilos, for 72.5 kilos. For a new Australian record, she already has the Australian record of 70 kilos, so she tried to beat that. And she was unsuccessful, technically 4 attempts, I guess you could say, but she had 2 attempts. Get a whole minute, so normally you'll get 2 good attempts inside a minute. So she had 4 attempts at 72, some really close attempts. She has hit 73 in training, so that's a weight that she can do, but the weight cut and the stage, the different log, etc, etc, she didn't get it on the day. The 67 that she opened on was still the biggest lift in her category, which is pretty outstanding. And then she equaled her PB of 180 kilos on the axle deadlift, which is the same as she got last October. She thinks she got 182 last time, maybe she did. And that got her in 4th position, and we were both pretty, I'm not gonna say surprised, but really happy for her to finish that high when other girls are deadlifting 210. And on the axle deadlift, it's just not a competition where winning on the log means a hell of a lot. So it was a good competition, apart from Alira fainting, but always worth doing. Loving it up here on the Gold Coast. Glad we did the competition. I came away with a 3rd place medal due to some technicalities and things like that, which I won't go into because I don't know the ins and outs and all the things that happened, but something happened with someone, and I think they finished 1st technically, but then didn't. I don't know. So I got a medal. Learning curve as always, especially using a different log, competing on a different stage, on the world stage as well. So it was a cool comp, and we're competing next Sunday, so we're going to enjoy the week up here on the Gold Coast. Hopefully go back home to Melbourne and compete in Ballarat and maybe get a deadlift PB there.